Welcome to Samba Samba. Enjoy the video.
You start by confirming hardware compatibility and gathering files. Connect the iPad to your host machine with a reliable cable, then mount the Mac OS image so it's accessible. Once done, enable developer mode on the iPad and trust the host computer. This allows low-level device access. Make sure your host has virtualization software installed and USB pass-through. You'll need it to expose the iPad storage. Begin by creating a dedicated partition or image container for Mac OS to avoid erasing personal data. You now build the virtual machine and prepare the installer. Configure VM settings for a Mac-like EFI, assign sufficient RAM and CPU, and enable USB pass-through so the VM sees the iPad storage. Next, attach the Mac OS DMG and boot the VM into recovery or installer mode. Use disk utility to format the target volume on the iPad image as apps. Once formatted, run the installer or use /restore commands to write Mac OS to the iPad container. This copies system, files, and creates required partitions. You finish by booting the newly written volume and completing Mac OS setup steps. Sign into your Apple ID, install necessary kexts or driver packages, and configure networking. If the VM won't boot, check firmware, reapply the EFI configuration, or rerun the restore process. Repairing the app's container often resolves boot loops. Make sure to keep a backup image of the working install so you can restore quickly. One key troubleshooting tip. If peripherals fail, verify USB pass-through and repeat the device trust and developer modes.
Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if we helped you.